Okay guys, here's the screencast for Thursday the 16th in English 9. Today we talked about essay expectations a little bit here, and in particular um, we talked about intro and conclusion paragraphs. If you scroll down here to the persuasive writing, there's this essay structure and elements packet, and we kind of worked through what an intro paragraph should be. It's kind of detailed here in the opening section of this, having a hook, funneling to exposition, and then a thesis statement. We do almost always draw it as this triangle with the point down as we're funneling towards our thesis. We talked about what a thesis was supposed to be on the next couple pages. We actually we looked again at some of the rules here to do with thesis statements and what they should be. We practiced with some of these exercises regarding are these or are these not sufficient or insufficient thesis statements. And then eventually we kind of just got to what a conclusion paragraph should be. This again is more information on the intro. And then down here we're looking at the conclusion, which is kind of designed to be a mirror image of the intro. So instead of going hook, exposition, and then to a thesis statement, you move from a return or a restatement of your thesis to a recap of your main ideas to then kind of opening back up big idea to your hook, which might be a Gandhi quote or whatever you started with. If it was important enough to start your essay with it, then it should be important enough to return to at the end. You do not want to add in new information. You don't want to contradict yourself in here. Hopefully you're not repeating your thesis word for word at the start, but well, that's better than not restating your thesis at all. And then you want to finish up with some prediction or some quote or something that you leave us with that makes your point nice and clear. We did that, and then we spent the rest of class talking about rhetoric, which if I click out of here and head back to the not the persuasive writing, but to nonfiction, we talked through this slideshow here, which has to do with the rhetorical appeals of logos, ethos, and pathos. And we looked in depth at what logos, ethos, and pathos looks like in various texts, what we should be looking at with these rhetorical appeals, and how it is that we analyze non-fictional texts. And so if you want to look this through, you're welcome to. This is the scope stone, which we will talk about in class on Thursday. The speaker starts with the speaker. What do we know about the speaker, the writer? What's the context or the big picture surrounding the issue? The occasion is what has specifically caused the speaker or the writer to go to, to get involved right in that moment. The audience is who is the speaker speaking to, and again, it could be right in their faces, but also in the big picture. And then the purpose is, why are they writing this text? What's their aim? What's their goal? Are they trying to persuade us? And if so, to persuade us to believe what? That's your recap of Wednesday, the 16th. I appreciate your efforts.